Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that,
look, scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
Going deep here for Edelman. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
11. Lucy.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Malik Jackson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeJuan Smoot coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Evades him at the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's 15-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucy. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Edelman set to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake. Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Spread right, 72. Green 80. Green 80.
Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Alabama. Green 80.
On play action, now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off play action. Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
380.
Fournette, a first down carry, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. 380, 380. 76, 76.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. There he goes inside the 30. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
380. Loosen.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 11. The drive starts with a run by White. Now White lost the football. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Wait. Regular.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White in the final minute. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Sony Michel, his first carry, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Off the play fake. Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
Ben, you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Alabama, 380.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage. Might have a couple of them picked off. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Takes it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Left.
They'll run it with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake. Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Brady now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Oh, he did it again.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the toss, here's Williams. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Black 58, Rail! Black 58!
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watkins alone on the left side. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On play action, now Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
66. Help him.
A give. This is Michelle. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
66.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Black 58, William. Black 58, right.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Let's go, no, 66.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Brady now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Let's go. Hey, we got Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Left. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run. It's Williams. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Wait, 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hogan. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Gostkowski, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Dante Hightower on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott out to his left. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Cooper was the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Alabama, 380.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White from 6 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
46. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Check. Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Go ahead, 8. Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage response.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the try here for the point after. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This is White on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Go Bandit!
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hey, go 66! Right!
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the handoff, it's Michel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Swing over there, right. To the right.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. John Simon in on the stop.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A second down throw for Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Malik Collins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Alabama, 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Prescott now on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
First down, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll throw again. Prescott. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
To the air again, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now look at him go. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Black 58 round. Left, 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 left.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes to throw once more. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Finding room inside the 40. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 52 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle of the hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On first down, Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up.
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with Pagan dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So they
Nothing on that beat. Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my hands. I pull up in my pants. Flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money. Bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Dip. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
tempo.
Play action. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Play action. It's Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
This is Michelle, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams.
And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 10 yards out, and the Pats have taken the early lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They run it with Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here's Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. On 1st down, Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go left side here with Michelle. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 50 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Got it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Sebastian JohnnyAkoo's on for the PAT. JohnnyAkoo's good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out to kick is JohnnyAkoo's. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Muscling free near the 40. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Go 50.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Right. Right. All 50.
To throw on second down. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
220. Wait, 20.
Now Brady again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Seahawks. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. JohnnyAkoo's on for the extra point. JohnnyAkoo's adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out to kick is JohnnyAkoo's. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or just move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. Incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This is Carson, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. JohnnyAkoo's now for the point after. JohnnyAkoo's good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. To kick is JohnnyAkoo's. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
This is White on the screen. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
One play at a time now.
From the gun on third down, Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michelle. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Brady to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.